The Tattersalls December Mares Sale concluded on Thursday with a record second session that made history as the highest grossing session in European auction history. The sale was headlined by the 4.8 million guineas paid for Irish Oaks winner You Got To Me, who was secured by the 2024 sales season leading force Ammo Racing. And it was their representative agent Alex Elliott who continued to drive trade into the final sessions, this time on behalf of Anthony Ramsden of Valmont, when securing the top lot on day 3, the Godolphin Kinside Bridestones, for 280,000 guineas.
Just going to go back to Watton Manor, be looked after by the players. Teofila is a very good broodmaster, as we all know, and works very well with Lope de Vega, who is one of Anthony's favourite stallions. So she was a 2-year-old winner, she's a black type, and she's out of a Group 1 winner. So it was the top of where we had her, but no, I was pleased. Charlie was good and strong.
Was that sort of where you thought you might have to go for this filly, Charlie?
I wasn't too sure, but I think it's the right decision. It's under Alex's guidance, so obviously learning from the best.
Another filly to attract plenty of attention during the final session was listed winning juvenile Ilaria Sand, a daughter of Sands of Marley who was sold from the Castlebridge consignment to Herworth Bloodstock for 200,000 guineas. Bred and raced by her owners the Cool Silk Partnership, who also raced the sire and retained the dam Ilaria, their agent Matt Coleman of Stroud Coleman Bloodstock reflected on the sale.
Yeah, so she's a homebred filly, was reared at Colworth Grounds Farm by Sophie Buckley and the team there. And yeah, I bought the dam Ilaria 3 or 4 years ago now to visit Prince Lear and Sands Marley, who were the 2 Cool Silk stallions. So Sands Marley's obviously had a great first year at stud this year with a limited book of mares. He's had 2 stakes winners, a number of black type performers and loads of winners, and he's high up the first season sire rankings. He's had a great start. He's a big horse, he's a beautiful horse, Sands Marley, and she had a lot of his physical attributes. You can see why she can run. She had plenty of quality, had size and scope. I'd be very hopeful she'll train on to be a good 3-year-old.
Group 3 winner Miss Marjorie also proved popular on Wednesday, with the descendant of Soviet Song realising a price of 140,000 guineas, with agent Barry Lynch signing the ticket for the Baroda consigned offering on behalf of Ballylynch Stud.
She's a very easy mare to mate. She was a high class daughter of Marjou. She's already produced a good horse, and she's enfoaled to quite an exciting stallion in triple time. We've bought her for Lope de Vega. I'm lucky I do quite a lot of work with Ballylynch, and we've done quite a bit of work down through the years, and we found this mare in today that we felt would be very suitable to get this young, exciting son of Lope de Vega off the ground. He's a Group 1 winner, he's a beautiful horse, and the mare will suit him absolutely perfectly.
As the curtain came down on a standout sales season at Tattersalls with record-breaking trade following on to the December Mares Sale, it was a fitting end to Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George's tenure as he reflected on the week.
It's been phenomenal, really, from start to finish. The 2024 Tattersalls December sales has continued in a record-breaking run of Tattersalls sales this autumn. And look, I think the entire sales season here at Tattersalls this year has taken everybody by surprise. The strength has been quite remarkable, and it was fantastic to round off the sales season with a record-breaking December sales in every category. The yearlings started off very, very strong. The foals, a wide margin record turnover, and to cap it all with such strong trade for the fillies and mares was a fitting end to an unbelievable year. Obviously, the individual highlights of the December Mares Sale were the 4.8 million guineas paid for You Got To Me, Irish Oaks winner. Very rare to have a classic winner in the year of her triumph come to public auction, and she very much lived up to her billing as a potential star. Great to see her going back into training, and I'm sure she will continue where she left off this season, performing at the very highest level. And also the 2-year-old Vertical Blue at 3.2 million guineas. Again, very rare to have a Group 1 winning 2-year-old of that calibre appear for public auction, and she set a record for a 2-year-old filly in training ever sold at public auction in Europe. So she will also go on to stay in training with her trainer Francis Graffard, and we look forward to seeing her performing at the very highest level. And the trio of 3 million guineas plus fillies was completed by Believing, Highclere Thoroughbreds, fantastic sprinter, Group 2 winner, unbelievably consistent at Group 1 level, and like the other two, she'll also stay in training. So there's a lot to look forward to, and it's the first time we've ever had 3 fillies in training make 3 million guineas or more at the December sales. So I think that gives an indication of just how strong this market has been from start to finish. But there's more to the sale than just the highlights, and the statistics tell an extraordinary story. They paint a fantastic picture of strength at every level of the market, with wide margin records for turnover, average and the all-important median, and a huge uptick in the clearance rate as well, which just demonstrates what a strong sale it was at every level of the market. It seems extraordinary to reflect on the year as a whole as well, with annual turnover reaching an almost astounding figure of 425 million guineas. If you put that in the context of recent years, 20 years ago, the complete annual turnover at Tattersalls was 150 million guineas. So this year's total was almost 3 times that. And the wide margin records were achieved in turnover in every section of the December sale, culminating in 84 million guineas worth of turnover for the mares and fillies. So it really has been truly remarkable. And the best thing about it is it's given the entire British and Irish breeding industry a real shot in the arm. That probably began in the first, the 3 days of book 1 of the October yearling sale. You could see a spring in everybody's step emerging, and that's carried on right to the end. And as well as the immense contribution from the overseas buyers at every level of the market, perhaps most notably from the American buyers who've been strong all the way through this sales season and continued in December, the British and Irish breeders have also really stepped up and made a huge contribution to this record-breaking sale. And as ever, they are really the backbone of this market. As ever at this time of year, it's important to say the most enormous thank you to every single person who's contributed to the sales season at Tattersalls. We say that every year, we're sincere every year, but perhaps even more so than ever in what we will look back on. 2024 has been truly remarkable from start to finish. And a year like this comes along very rarely, and it's a reflection of the unwavering support that we receive from so many people, so many owners, so many breeders, so many consigners. Everybody who comes to Tattersalls year after year, we owe them an enormous debt of gratitude, and never more so than in 2024. And on a brief personal note, I think it's right for me just to add that I would like to express my huge gratitude to everybody who's made my time at Tattersalls so enjoyable from start to finish. It's been fun.